The other night, I was using my one-of-one custom-made wall socket jewel charger, and I was taking fat rips off a raw pod, right? And then I was like, oh, geez, it's 3 a.m. So I went and I got into bed and I closed my eyes.
And I was just about to fall into REM sleep.
And then my eyes snapped open and I was like, damn, it would be really cool if I had a 24-piece bucket of delicious hot KFC chicken. So I went to KFC and then I didn't end up getting a bucket of chicken because KFC chicken is pretty gross. And when I came back inside, I had a tweet from myself saying that there was a KFC dating simulator and I really needed to check it out. So here we are. This is I Love You Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Oh my god, it looks phenomenal. I can't even can't even believe it. I really can't fucking believe it. The game features 9 lovable characters, multiple hours of playthrough, a dateable Colonel Sanders, a secret ending. If this secret ending isn't me bent over a massage table while Colonel Sanders butters my biscuits, I don't care about the secret ending. I really don't. It's not totally out of the realm of existence for a food company to make a video game. Burger King made some really shitty games for the Xbox 360 back in the day, but as you see just by this fucking intro sequence, dude, this is next level. This is a KFC dating simulator. That's all I can say about it, dude. Like any good dating simulator, before you get started, you gotta tell it your name. Now, dating sims are all about immersion, so I'm not trying to use my real name here. You guys can call me Mr. Ockenballs. And we start our day in our college dorm. But wait a minute, is that a BTS poster? You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. This is just what you see. On the other side of this, I'm a crazy rich Asian and I have like $4 million in Supreme just chilling in my garbage can. Shortly into the game, you're met with your first choice, and that's to smack that clock and go up and at 'em, or to throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Obviously, the game is about meeting people and not sleeping, but I chose the latter because I really just didn't want to go out. I slept through the school year and I gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. And that's it. The game is over. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video, and have a great day. Obviously, we get up and at him. I confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. It doesn't matter what we're doing in this game, there always needs to be subtle nods to KFC. After you finally convince yourself to get out of bed, you end up meeting your lifelong best friend, Miriam. She has the name of a 68-year-old Jewish woman, and that's fine. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. But not as much as you love Colonel Sanders, so you tell Miriam you want nothing to do with her bitch ass, and you move on with your day. Shortly after kicking Miriam to the curb, you meet Ashley. Ashley. I'm not trying to be weird here, but oh my god, she got some thick ass thighs, boy. Also, there's this really metrosexual guy wearing an incredibly impractical chef coat whose haircut looks like a Play-Doh spaghetti maker. What is the last thing that you would expect from a KFC finger-licking good dating simulator that only promotes KFC products? What would you expect? A talking dog as a professor, perhaps? Cherry blossoms start to fill the room, and after skipping 14 minutes of dialogue, he walks in. I'm talking about teenage Colonel Sanders, ready to clap my cheeks. And you have to let him. He's the Colonel. He's got the sauce, the secret recipe. Well, I'm seeking a recipe for disaster, hot Colonel. And I want you to take that 68-year-old monster throbbing. There's also this kid. He's very lanky and quite weird looking. He's not notable. You can't date him. Can't see him naked. I am wondering if the arm length matches the hot dog length, but I don't want to ask. Also, is that Ted Cruz? Why is there a picture of Ted Cruz? Then you're met with the option to give the dog professor a treat that you just happen to have in your pocket. Now, in a chicken-based game, the only choice out of these 3 choices is obviously the rubber ball. The next decision that you're met with is the most important one in the game so far, and this is when the game starts to branch out into the actual dating trees. Now, obviously, I've been friends with Miriam my whole life, so you'd think I'd want to sit next to her, but I will be damned if that red pen in Colonel Sanders' arm pocket isn't enticing as fuck. I'm sitting next to Colonel Sanders. Piss off, Miriam. Then you take a little quiz with really weird questions. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Colonel Sanders tells me that I have a beautiful brain, and then I give him beautiful brain. And next, it is time for lunch. Skipping through all of the dialogue again because this whole game is like like one big tutorial. Colonel Sanders made chicken for everybody. Thick thigh ass Ashley comes in and shows her thick ass. God damn, I can't get over that, bro. Colonel Sanders' arm pen is just really speaking to me, bro. Why is it there? Where do I get a shirt that has an arm pocket like that, bro? I'm trying to get that red pen in my pocket like that, bro. And then tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports me to another dimension. Then I approached him and I harassed him until he told me what one of the secret ingredients was. Just the one ingredient. But you can't tell. I use cum. And through some more thoughtful dialogue with Colonel Sanders outside, we end up in this giant kitchen cooking arena. Nothing really notable happens here, except we make some nicely product-placed mashed potatoes and gravy. My grandmother's recipe, of course. And then a kid fucking dies and turns into a ghost. That is where we're at. KFC, finger looking good chicken dating simulator. Real beautiful game, 10 out of 10. Then all of a sudden, there's a mashed potato monster. Colonel Sanders saves my life from the thing, and then I ate him. I just attack, and I just student debt loan destruction. I don't know what's going on anymore. I have a dream about Colonel Sanders, then everybody flies by on chicken wings. Miriam lets everyone in the campus smell her coochie, and then we end up back in class. I start daydreaming about Colonel Sanders and that giant, throbbing monster. And then I eat a pepper and I start hallucinating. What can go wrong? You know, what's next? Ooh, spooky ghost. Then I agree to a cooking competition where Colonel Sanders is like, hey, my cock and balls, I like your gumption. What the fuck does gumption mean, dude? Shrewd or spirited initiative and resourcefulness. She had the gumption to give Colonel Sanders that big chicken suck. Well, Google said it best. And then Sprinkles said something concerning. He was like, winner gets to rub my furry belly. And I'm not sure that I'm down with that because number one, he's a teacher. And number two, male dogs have like peepees on their belly. Like that's inappropriate. I'm sorry. FBI, open up. I'm stranded on a desert island with only one cookbook. What do I take? What a hunk. Colonel Sanders. Why are his clothes coming off? What the f? Why are his clothes coming off right now? Somehow I lost. Somehow I lost the game. Colonel Sanders gives me the most motivational speech that I have ever heard, but he still won't clap my chicken cheeks. And then for some reason, the spork monster shows back up, and now I'm feeding him, and now he's my friend. Colonel Sanders invites me back to his house. I can tell that it's his house because there's a baby picture of Colonel Sanders with a beard and a mustache holding a chicken wing and also the urn of his dead wife. His wife is dead. Now it's my turn. I share with Colonel Sanders my deepest, darkest secret. In place of a coochie, I have only a bowl of KFC original coleslaw. We chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Make yourself more comfortable, baby. Thanks for the bowl of wet cabbage, baby. I'm gonna clap your fucking chicken cheeks because you gave me wet cabbage, baby. It's time, finally time, to clap those chicken cheeks. At this point, I was met with a moral dilemma. Do I decide that now is my moment and make a big move and clap his chicken cheeks? I need to stop saying clap my chicken cheeks. Or do I fess up and tell him that I just searched through his entire house, stole his secret chicken recipe, and I'm gonna sell it to McDonald's for $8 million? The romantic music in the background, the sweet, embracing warmth of the fire, the oaky, gritty smell of his dead wife's ashes in the corner. I can't help myself. I'm overcome. I made my big move. And I got cock-blocked by the fucking developers. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't that kind of game. Game over, goddammit. Just want to clap some chicken cheeks. Now I'm sleeping, and there's more chicken people, and then fucking I woke up in Colonel Sanders' house. That means we... Then there was a bunch of weird memory erasing spells. I cast them, and I ended up back in my room with a fucking chicken alarm clock playing in a BTS poster, so I couldn't be bothered to see how the game ends, to be completely honest. Literally, the game just completely restarted itself. I don't care. I just don't care enough. That was I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Through playing this game, I was left with a lot of questions. The main one, why is this a thing? Who made this? Like, actually, who made this? Then I looked at the credits, and I saw who made it, and I didn't have that question anymore. My other question is, what is Ashley's phone number, and will she let me clap those chicken cheeks?